Israel's defense minister issued a stark warning on Saturday, threatening to burn Tehran if Iran continues launching missile attacks against Israeli civilian areas. The warning followed a high-level security briefing attended by the IDF Chief of Staff, Mossad Director, and other top Israeli military officials. According to Israeli officials, the recent missile attacks by Iran are unacceptable and provoke a direct threat to national security and public safety in Israel. Defense Minister Israel Katz directly addressed Iran's supreme leader, accusing him of turning the Iranian people into human shields and political hostages. He claimed Iran's leadership is endangering the lives of millions by escalating tensions and dragging the country into a broader regional conflict. If Khamenei continues to fire missiles at the Israeli home front, Tehran will burn, Katz stated during the briefing, according to Israeli media. Israel accuses Iran of trying to destabilize the region and warned that any further aggression would be met with overwhelming military force. Earlier in the day, the IDF Chief of Staff and the Air Force commander confirmed that Israeli warplanes are now preparing fresh strikes on Tehran. They declared that the path to Iran is paved, signaling that the Israeli military is ready for extended combat operations within Iranian territory. Israeli aircraft are already reportedly positioned to target strategic sites in Tehran, including missile infrastructure and military command centers. On Friday, Israel launched a series of coordinated airstrikes aimed at Iranian nuclear facilities and missile launch sites across several regions. The strikes resulted in the deaths of high-ranking Iranian military commanders and several top nuclear scientists, according to Israeli sources. Later that evening, Iran retaliated with a barrage of missile and drone attacks on Israeli cities, killing at least 3 civilians and wounding 172. Sirens wailed across central and southern Israel as people rushed into bomb shelters during the wave of Iranian rocket strikes. Despite heavy damage in some neighborhoods, Israeli officials said the country's Iron Dome defense system intercepted most of the incoming threats. The Israeli government stated that it is prepared to respond decisively and powerfully to any additional Iranian attacks in the coming days. Military analysts warned that this escalation could ignite a full-scale war between Israel and Iran, with catastrophic consequences for the region. Israeli media also reported increased military activity along the northern border, signaling potential action against Iranian proxies in Lebanon and Syria. Meanwhile, domestic protests have erupted in Tehran as citizens grow increasingly fearful of airstrikes and demand an end to the confrontation. The world is watching closely as tensions rise, with urgent calls from diplomats and foreign governments to avoid further escalation or open conflict. Israel, however, maintains that its national defense is non-negotiable, and any act of aggression will be met with immediate and devastating retaliation.